Val, women's sports and women's basketball in particular is really having a moment right now, as it finally deserves. How exciting is it as someone who is a trailblazer in this sport to see women's basketball in the limelight and these ladies getting this attention?
It really is great to see what so many of us knew 25 years ago, 40 years ago, that women's basketball is a great sport. It's great competition. We have wonderful role models in the players. The games are fun to watch and to be at. That was why we built the WNBA 27 years ago, on that premise. I feel like in some ways we were ahead of our time, but better late than never. So to see the kind of energy around the women's game now, the respect that people have for the coaches and the players, I think this year we're going to see more of that with the women's college season and all the anticipation surrounding that. We certainly expect to see great things out of UConn and other of our schools this year. So should be a great year all the way around.
They look for Correa, but she's face guarded. Patterson capitalizes. 6 points, 5 assists for her. And a nasty spin move. Holden Morris pops and drills it from the elbow.
With all this extra attention on women's college basketball and these players that are looking to take on that next step in the WNBA, what is your advice for them and what do you hope for them as they move on from college athletics and into that next step of their career?
I think for women's college players, there is no early entry into the WNBA. It's a very different eligibility rule than you have on the men's side. You know, you don't see the one and done phenomenon, for example. So for these women, whenever I talk to them, I tell them to enjoy these years. They're going to go by fast. You're not going to get them back. Some of them may go on to the WNBA. Many probably won't. It's really hard to make the league. So for the rest of them, it's about making the most of their time with their schools, taking advantage of everything their school has to offer. They're not just athletes or students. They're going to be somebody like me who played basketball but got my degree, and that was long-lasting. That's what I went on and did with the rest of my life, is the things unrelated to sports, although I'm back in sports now. I think to them, making the most of these opportunities and knowing that the Big East there is going to be there to support their goals, whether they're on or off the court.
What are you most excited about in the Big East this season?
You know, we always look forward to the start of basketball season. We don't have football, so we don't have that kind of distraction in the fall. We live for the game of basketball. It's the #1 sport in our league. It's always great for us to just be around our colleagues. People make any business, and sports is no exception to that. So to be here with our athletics directors and our coaches, all of our good friends in the media, the players, to see their excitement being here. Everybody sort of comes together in one place, and it's a happy time. Everyone's undefeated. Everyone has a sense of hope about the season. Everyone's in a pretty good mood. Maybe the coaches are a little bit stressed because they know the games are around the corner, but it's just a fun day. So I love being here, and the fact that it signals that the season is just around the corner is just, it's an added bonus.